Hello folks, what's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. I'm doing two episodes for tonight, I think perhaps three. Two fragrance related, other ones I'm just gonna do like a morning thought episode. Hopefully you'll watch it and you'll enjoy it and be benefited somewhat, all right? So as you can see, I'm reloading my top red fragrance list. I have done this list like some 2 years back, I guess 2018 perhaps. I did, I think about top 10. Let me check. Yeah, top 10 red fragrance in my collection. So I have bought many more after that. I am missing some from last year because perhaps I finished the bottles or sold away. So some bottles are not going to be here. Okay, so I'm just going to show you my favorite top 15 fragrances, and I have few more. All right, but these are the 15 that made the list today. So let's start with one honorable mention. Okay, this fragrance was one of my first few fragrances that I bought in my journey. This is my more current formulation. This is basically a Dunhill Desire Red. Okay, so this fragrance has another one called Extreme in the lineup. They have Dunhill Desire Blue, some more flankers now, but this fragrance, what it did for me is enormous. This fragrance was sweet, very loud, long lasting. It's kind of synthetic. I understand many people would say, yeah, this is very synthetic at this point. I do not reach for it that much, just when I miss my good old days in Malaysia. This was, I think, my like more than 10, I think maybe 15 years ago. I do not remember exactly, but this was my CK1, this one, Hugo Boss bottle, Lacoste Purom, nostalgic days. So still, I keep the bottle. Okay, Dunhill Desire Red, honorable mention. So now let's hit the 15. I have only one tie, but others are all single entry. So first of all, this is a bottle everybody knows, and people be like, "Still, you put it here?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, it's a good fragrance. You cannot ignore it. It's still good value, and it replaces Aqua di Gio. You guys know what this is. This is Ellis 360-degree red. My 200 ml bottle is halfway down. Very strong, peppery, kind of synthetic, good for outdoors. Really strong projection and longevity is very good. So that is Ellis 360-degree red. And by coincidence, I'm also wearing red shirt, but I'm behind the camera so you cannot see. So number 14, I'm going to go with a fragrance I truly love. This fragrance from House of Ferrari. People do not give love to this perfume because it's a car company. If you like sweet, fruity, red kind of perfume that is good for summer, it's casual, you can wear it, you can enjoy it, absolute, no worries in life, with a fantastic bottle design, price tag is very good, you should definitely try Ferrari's Man in Red. This perfume I highly recommend. Check out the bottle. I mean, this is like, I think it's just the back where the engine stays, or the rear part of the Ferrari bottle. A really nice built-in atomizer. This is one of the nicest looking Ferrari bottles. Okay, very long lasting too. Summery perfume, Man in Red by Ferrari. So another thing I just want to tell you, I didn't start off with that note. That is, red basically means color of passion, but all these fragrances are not going to be exactly red smelling. Some of them can smell differently, but the name or the theme red is attached to them. Okay, so next one is a perfume I genuinely love. Okay, this fragrance is so good. I mean, if you do love 1 million Paco Rabanne, but some of this other Paco Rabanne Black Excess, this is a modern formulation or modern stronger version of those. Okay, this one is highly recommended by me. This is Attar al Mohabbah by Rasasi. This is just a nice bottle, 75 ml. There's a female version as well. This bottle is just so lovely. Okay, if you get this, you get some sort of ornaments or something inside it. Smells darn good. If you I don't know, just like fruity fragrances, if you do like fragrances that last a long time, I guess that's Rasasi is gonna do the trick. Very affordable too. All right, I think number 12 is the tie. These are the two fragrances I want to show. I couldn't leave one behind the other. So first fragrance is Xeryus Rouge by Givenchy. This is getting a bit harder to find and not many people talk about it nowadays. Very interesting looking bottle, red. Sorry. And got this black cap. And this is Givenchy's one of the hidden gems. This is kind of like a cactus note in there. It has kind of like, check out my review. I mean, I don't remember all the notes at this point, but it smells fantastic. It's really got this awesome sprayer. So this is a nice, warm, kind of like a red fragrance. And side by side, I'll show you Davidoff Hot Water. Nowadays, the black sides are gone. I think it's more transparent or red color at the side. But if you get this style bottle, these are the older style bottles, okay? I love this perfume. Got some vanilla. It got that warmth to it. It's kind of spicy. And it's like a night out fragrance. So they are kind of similar but not exactly same. Either way, they are good perfumes. Xeryus Rouge by Givenchy and Davidoff Hot Water, kind of like cousin of Cool Water. Okay, sorry, the voice a little bit. Yeah. So number 11, then I hit top 10. Okay, number 11 is a perfume. If I had the original of this, that would make number one, and that is the fact. The fragrance is, the originator is so good. It's perhaps one of the best fragrance I ever smelled. And no matter what people say, boring and whatnot, but that's cloned to death. So I have one of the clones, but this actually has the Rouge name in it. This is Lattafa. This is called Abiyedh Rouge. This is a bit hard to find in Bangladesh. Okay, even in India, I think my sister Rini Bansal, she said she's distributor of perfumes, but she says this is hard to find. So this one you can find the Abiyedh, the white one, and the leather in Bangladesh. This is hard to find. So just check with some of the shops, they may have it, but get it pre-ordered from overseas, I guess. Not very expensive, 20 something dollars, I guess. So you get about 60 mil. I always forget, but it's fantastic. You know, the bottle, everything, it's cheap. Sometimes you can have it under $20, you know. Just so nice. It's synthetic, definitely. It's gonna be cheap smelling, opening, kind of plasticky, but the dry down is so much like Baccarat Rouge. For the price, you cannot go wrong. So that's a cheap, like a clone that smells actually much more premium than the price tag. Lattafa, well done. So now we have top 10. Just give me a sec, let me clear out my throat. Yeah, sorry about that. It's just the weather is changing a little bit right now, so we have, you know, we wake up with kind of like voice. So sorry about that. That's a horrible noise to make. So number 10, back to the list. We're gonna go with Prada Luna Rossa Sport. So this one comes with a cap, which is not really a cap, more like a unusual, unwanted item. I prefer it this way. And this one is really red in color and got this silver top. It's plastic, and the atomizer is red. So basically, this is name is Sport, but I think it's pretty close to what Lamal does. You know, it's kind of like that Dreamer, Lamal. If you like kind of like a powdery red, yet fresh fragrance, Prada Luna Rossa Sport is one of the finest fragrances. Really long lasting too. Check it out. I mean, it's underrated gem. This one no one talks about. I really love this. So number 9, Guerlain Abbey Rouge. This is EDT. So there are different variation of this EDP Sport, and I think many other ones, but that one I love. That one is full of citrus, carnation, rose, and I think it has kind of like a, I don't know, metallic tone to it. I don't remember. It is kind of like a wet rose soaked in citrus. Is kind of, it's a weird combination. At first, it might put you off. It's kind of like a, I would say, like a vintage feel to it, but I really like this fragrance. It's kind of fresh. More and more you wear it, more and more you get addicted to it. I really like this fragrance. Okay, Abbey Rouge EDT by Guerlain. All right, next one I think is a fragrance many of you will be a little bit upset because it didn't make the top 5, but you know, it's still great. It's still great. I prefer this one, Carlisle, over this. This is Mancera Red Tobacco. It's one of the bomb of a fragrance. I bought this long time back, and then it got some lot of hype, and people really like it. The smoky tobacco fruits, dried fruits. It's really smoky. You know, when you wear it, you smell like you're on fire. I like that, but at the same time, not all the time. That's why perhaps it's not in my top 5. But trust me, one of the finest, I mean, Mancera fragrances ever. Performance is just beastly. These bottles are so pretty, and you get 120 ml for winter time. That's one of the finest fragrances if you love tobacco. Red Tobacco by Mancera. Next one, I think number 7, Versace Eros Flame. This is the new trend, okay? Like all the fragrances are making their red version, rouge version, and I'm gonna show you some more, but this actually is pretty nice. It's more modern than Eros. The opening is better than Eros to my nose. It's more sweet, it's more fruity. I really like the opening citrusy elements in it. Really nice. Eros Flame, I like it over Eros in terms of smell, but longevity is more or less the same, I would say. But the now prices have gone down, so I really like it. Eros Flame by Versace. Okay, number 6 is a classic. This fragrance is here as an honorable entry. This fragrance no one mentions or wear anymore. I don't see that many people. Got reformulated many times, but this will hold its place next 50, 100 years. I'm telling you that much. This is Dior's Fahrenheit. I was just watching Sebastian Zara. He's putting up his list of fragrances, of a classic list, 30 fragrances, I guess. But he showed it there. You know, just made me realize I want to put it here. So Fahrenheit basically is a petroleum, you guys know, violet leaves, leather, kind of woody, kind of green, that sort of feel. But trust me, when I saw this bottle for the first time, I immediately fell in love. I was in Dior's boutique, and I just wanted to smell it. What's that gasoline talk all about? And they had this sort of like a funnels or something. They don't actually spray it for you. They have this sort of system. They put it upside down and then raise it and then give it to you for smell. So I asked, like, can I have it on the pre-sprayed on the paper? So they did. I liked it a lot. I bought it, I think, next few days. One of the days I bought it. Dior's Fahrenheit is a classic. Okay. So now time for top 5. Top 5 is gonna be all mostly my new fragrances. These are some things I'm wearing a lot more. Number 5, red in a bottle. This is 212 VIP, red, black or black red, Carolina Herrera. This is a limited time release. They are releasing this to support HIV patients, like those who are suffering. They want to donate this, the money to charity to cure or making medicine, something like it, for people who are like suffering from HIV or AIDS, so this is a very noble gesture. This is very hard to find nowadays still, but it will come to the market. And the price is a little bit high, like right now, obviously $85. But once you wait for like maybe 5-6 months, the price will go down to normal. So this is a fantastic fragrance. If you love Polo Red, if you do love some of the Hugo Boss red, many other red fragrances, they smell nice but do not last. This fragrance has good lasting power. Okay, so that's very strong point of this perfume. 212 VIP, red, black. Check it out. I reviewed that actually. So number 4, recent purchase. I had to put it here. The Fiery Red Star, B Men by Thierry Mugler. I just recently reviewed it. Check it out. I even compared it with Amin. This fragrance is kind of like a spicy rhubarb, like got this coffee sort of vibe, patchouli, but it's unusual. Okay, so if you do like bit unique kind of perfume, this is actually a unique kind of perfume for early days of fall or winter. This is not exactly same with Amen. Check it out, my comparison video. This is really, really nice. Bit hard to find, but if you get your hands on it, this is very heavy, by the way, metal flask. Okay, so that would be definitely worthy in your collection. The start just looks awesome. Right, number 3, top 3. Number 3 is Guerlain. I have to bring it here. Low Medial Extreme. So why is this here? This is the latest release. I bought it like a few months back. And the fragrance, I love the EDP and I love this equally. Okay, EDP is more about cherry. This is more about leather, a little bit of booze. It got some more other notes like fruity notes, plum perhaps instead of cherry, but amazing fragrance, amazing lasting power, very good long lasting perfume. Smells just divine. If you love the low medial line, this is one of the best flankers in that game. Definitely one of the longest lasting. EDP and this, you should get both. Okay, low medial extreme by Guerlain. Top 2. This number 2. This number 2 I'm going to review after this, which never happens that I'll do a list and side by side I'll do a full review, but I'll do initial impression on this today. I just am smelling this all day, and this is super rare, just popping up in few pages I think, but I bought it off from one of my friends. This is Paco Rabanne Ultrared. Check out. Okay, this fragrance, many of you haven't seen the bottle, perhaps you'll never heard of it, but this perfume is just very nice. This is a fragrance which got released like some 2010 or something. I forgot exactly which year it was, but you guys know mostly of Ultraviolet Man. This one, the violet bottle, this is a sibling. So basically I'll review it just after it. Wait for my review. I have some interesting things to say about this. Okay, this is really, really nice release from Paco Rabanne. So that's number 2. And number 1, it's kind of like a no surprise. I really love this perfume. This is just out of the league. All these fragrances, they are in one league. This fragrance in a different league. Okay, not because it's a Creed, but it smells so darn good. It's so beautiful. This is Creed Viking. So it has this red sticker, but it's not red fragrance. Okay, this is more like a spicy woody. Okay, got ambergris, and mostly this fragrance is about like it smells a little bit like a barbershoppy, like a, not really barbershop. It's kind of like a old school sort of feel, but so masculine, guys. This, many people consider this over Aventus, like this is the best release in Creed. I would say yes and no. I like Royal Oud a little bit more than this, but this could be my number 2 anytime. So that's my top 15 red fragrances. Hopefully you like the concept. Try out these fragrances if you never tried. Actually, you like most of them, I think. Okay, thanks for watching. Now time to review this bad boy here, Ultra Red, and you'll see why this is number 2. Take care, guys. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.